Hi, and welcome to our channel. I'm Donnie, and this is Linda, and this is our dog Roxy. We want to invite you to follow our adventures as we build out our van and travel the country on our social media channels and website. Vacay 24/7, 365.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's having a good morning. Yesterday I was spent the whole day. I think it was the second hottest day they said here in Salt Lake City area. It's like high 90s, felt like 110 in the van. I was spent at the end of the day, so wasn't much into making a recording. So I'm going to kind of give y'all an update of what's going on. So as you know, I tried to order everything in advance so that I wouldn't have any delays in my construction, and my slider door window hasn't shown up yet. Won't be here till today's Monday. It won't be here till I think Wednesday or Thursday. So what my original game plan was to get the kill mat down, my subfloor, which as you can tell looks beautiful. Get that in, then cut in all my windows. Then I can take a leaf blower, blow everything out. Didn't have to worry about messing up my good floors with any little metal shavings. And once I get my windows, everything cut in the roof, clean it all up, then go in and put my radiant heat flooring in, which you can see right here from Warm Your Floor, and then put my vinyl laminate plank flooring down. Since the window's been delayed, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the radiant floor heating down. It says that you should attach it with some duct tape, and all I have is this high quality SpongeBob duct tape that my kids had left over somewhere in a bucket. So we're gonna have a SpongeBob theme, I guess, going with the van. Put that down, put my flooring in, and then I'm gonna take my cardboard template and put that over my good flooring while I cut in all the stuff that's gonna make some metal shavings. Then I can clean hopefully that all up with a magnet, some tape, blow everything out with the leaf blower, and then we'll start running some electric and some plumbing. Anyway, we will keep you updated. So that's it for today. Bye. Hey, I want to go over something real quick with the radiant heat flooring, just so everybody knows. I'm going to go ahead and point the camera away so you can see here. I'm only putting one 3x10 foot strip down the middle, because right on the far side of the fender wells is where I'm going to have kind of a bulkhead that the back of my electronics is going to go here, then all my water stuff is going to go over here. So there's going to be a bulkhead, and then my bed's going to be built up above it with a garage in the back for my mountain bikes. On the left side, I'm going to have my shower, some cabinets, and then a low pull out that's going to have my Dometic cooler style fridge, and then over on this side it's going to be a kitchen counter going all the way down. So I didn't feel it was necessary to cover the entire floor. Now what this has is you're going to basically run 110 volt, which is your AC, from the breaker box that you're going to put in, and then it's going to go to the back of this, which is the controller for the flooring. So on the back of it, there's going to be 110 going out, and then these two wires here are also going to hook in on that side. And then there's this little sensor. So this sensor is going to get taped about midway, right there in the middle, kind of where that seam in the plywood is. That's going to get taped up on the underside with the duct tape that they recommend. And then I purposely left a little bit of a groove, which I'll show you here, that I'll run that wire over and then up, because my electronics are going to be on this side. And then in the back, I shall fall off the back of the van. What I'm going to do is have to either router or take my skill saw and cut two little small trenches that this wire will go in, this one will go in. Then I purposely left a little groove here that they'll go over to the side and then up and tie into that same panel. So that's a good way to put your radiant floor heating in without having to do a lot of modifications. So hope that helps everybody. Okay, hey, I just finished scribing these little grooves here from where my start point is all the way back to that channel. I just adjusted my saw blade. I wanted to show you all this. That didn't work very well. This stuff, I mean, it's like you couldn't have designed that any better. It's the exact perfect width to just lay right down in there, and I'll put some duct tape over it. Once we get some duct tape over it, we'll run all the stuff up, label it, and hang it in the channels. All right, so here you can see our fine SpongeBob tape that we ran out of. So then we had to go to the sexy tiger print. And you'll see it runs straight up here, which is mainly going to be our main walkway area because we're going to only have about a 21-inch deep kitchen sink over here. And then over here is where the shower, Dometic fridge, and a cabinet's going to go. So it didn't feel it was necessary to heat up that area. Just want to kind of show you all how it all works out. And then under here, there's a sensor taped underneath there, face up. That wire runs over in this channel, comes up, and then that's going to tie in with all my wiring. I'm going to put that controller kind of on a wall right here on the back side of the shower or cabinet, whichever one goes here, to where when I'm in bed I can adjust the thermostat to be able to have the floor nice and warm whenever I get up. Anyway, very excited about how this came out. Looks great. All right, here we are, people. Took probably about 3.5 hours to do all the flooring. My gimbal died, so I'm having to use selfie stick. Anyway, just want to kind of show you all what we went through. I'm going to point the camera away so you can kind of see. Okay, so I started here on the edge of the door, since that's a nice straight edge. Put one there, cut this in. You'll notice that there's nothing here along this part. I just wanted to kind of start here, work my way all the way across, and it worked out perfect that I didn't have to cut this in piece. Made some nice little transitions. Found that if you make a template for one side, all you do is flip it over and you can use it on the opposite corner. I did the exact same thing around the wheel well, this curve, and then this back whole piece. I made a piece, flip-flopped it, and then used it over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of metal trim that's going to go along this edge here, and it'll do the same thing along the door. It's kind of like a 90-degree. It's kind of got treads on top, smooth face on the front with some holes where I can then anchor into my subfloor. Everything worked out perfect. I put this little tape on here. I popped a chalk line that went straight down the center, and from kind of hammering the pieces to kind of make sure that they would stay together, I noticed that the whole thing kind of shifted a little. So when I got to about the halfway point, I just hammered it with the big rubber mallet till it shifted straight on my center line, and then I continued to build on. But other than that, super easy. You just score the stuff with a X-Acto knife, really sharp X-Acto knife, and then push it down, it pops. You just kind of start on one end and just keep working your way down. And came out really good. So we're gonna put the trim pieces on, and then I think we're gonna be done for the day, except that my swivel seats came in. So I might be doing that this afternoon. I'm gonna shift off the stuff where I'm on my hands and knees to where I can just start bolting some stuff together. Hey, I can't tell you the sense of accomplishment when you see all these YouTubers building stuff and you go, man, am I capable of doing it that good? And you do it and it looks that good or better. Let me show you what we got here. Let me get out of here without busting my butt. I put a piece of silver trim along the edge there to cap it off. Down these corners, I know you're gonna say it's not finished out, but this is where this is going to be under a gray water tank over here. This is going to be a box. It's going to be built here. It's going to have my fresh water, my electronics over here. I just put a little screw in temporarily, something like there, just to anchor it. Make sure nothing shifts until I can get some weight on it. But I don't think it would go anywhere. And it looks fantastic. Look at that. A little bit of time with a $30 jigsaw from Harbor Freight, which is my friend. I ended up going there and buying all the tools that they all use the same battery. Because I used to have one DeWalt, one Craftsman, one Cobalt. Anyway, I put a piece of trim on the edge here by the door. Anyway, this thing's ready for a dance party. Dance party!